Hey guys, so I have recently started really dialing in on, I guess you could call it any number of things, frugal living, no waste living, I don't know. But it got me thinking that I know that a lot of people like to do these kinds of things. And so I applied this to my back to school shopping. And guess what, guys? Last year on back to school shopping, I think for my oldest, it was somewhere between $100 and $150 that I spent, which is fine because you do this stuff once a year. And so it's like not a big deal, definitely not the end of the world. But I was like, we can do better. We can absolutely do better. And so I just started thinking, what do we already have that I can pull from? I'm happy to buy things that we don't have. The child needs school supplies. The school needs school supplies. The teacher needs to be supported. I'm happy to do all of these things. However, I want to see if I can do it for less. And so it's kind of funny because I just remember very specifically last year going to Target and I had extra kids with me that particular day and we were just going all around and we were having a great time doing it. But I just remember like getting the checkout and being like, I'm gonna freaking vomit. Like this is not, and I knew that I had stuff at home. So I wanted to get this video out today because school starts really soon. And if you're gonna do this the way that I did it, it takes just a little bit of forethought so that you don't end up just spending more money on gas going all over town, basically. So anyways, I spent less than $40 on all of these back to school supplies, and that is including a new backpack. So that's awesome. Now that I've already done it once, I think I might be able to do even better next year. Maybe like $35 or less, but I feel great about my $40 or less. So I'm going to show you guys what all we got, and I'm going to show you how I did it. And I even have receipts here, but I got other things at these shopping trips, so I guess I don't care if you believe me or not. The receipts aren't going to help. I'm not going to go through each little thing that I bought. So tip number 1 is to start out shopping at your home. You always shop at home first. So what I mean by that is I go through like our arts and crafts supplies and, I keep like we do a subscribe and save for a few things, but one of them is paper towels, which that wasn't on the list, but you could also do subscribe and save for things like Kleenex, and so it might be things that you just already have at home. And sure, you're going to have to pick them up again later, but for instance, we don't need Kleenex for a few months. It's freaking July right now, and it's blazing hot, and nobody has a summer cold, so we're good to go. So next time I need to pick up Kleenex, that's like an extra couple bucks on a grocery shopping haul rather than adding on to this mountain of things that I already need to buy. So I actually didn't have Kleenex at home, so that's not an example for me. But I had folders at home. They didn't specify any color. They did specify that they need to have these 3 holes and have 2 pockets. Why I have these, I have no idea. But I realize that like most people have this kind of stuff. Some of this, maybe you only save a few extra dollars, but you might have a few of these things. The other thing was markers. Now these were markers that he used last year, but they all work great. And so I asked him if it would be embarrassing. I said again, he was like, how would anybody know? So I was like, well, that's a good point. Then they had to have colored pencils, and it was supposed to be like a 34 pack or something like that. Well, this sucker is a 50 pack. Ooh, and they're beautiful. Oh my gosh, they have all these colors. And I got this once whenever I got I never want to call them adult coloring books because it sounds like graphic, like CD coloring books, like a grown-up coloring book, where you just color elephants and stuff. Anyways, for some reason I picked those up, and I remember they were like $12, but they were so beautiful that I really wanted to have them. But guess what? In real life, I don't really color. That was like, I did it like 4 times and then I was done. Random packs of paper. Again, I don't know why I have this stuff, but I have it, so why buy it twice? Unopened boxes of pencils. Give me a break. Why would I buy these again? And whenever I was at the store, I looked and these were like $5 each. I think they were like $4.58 or something. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. The point is that they are not getting used sitting in the closet, so let's use them. I realize people may not have unopened packages of pencils, but what you might have are glue sticks from last year. And so I went through, we had like 12 of them. I was like, A, why do we have all these? And B, are they used? So I opened them and like looked at them, and they haven't even been swiped on anything. So I was like, heck yeah. And then we have these random, they call for like dry erase markers. Well, Judah got this big pack of markers. It had like 100 markers in it. And then there were like window markers and gel markers and yada yada. And so they, at the school, they wanted window markers. So I just pulled those suckers out. I think it only asked for 3, but we've never used these, and there's 6 of them. I mean, I don't know how you use a white window marker, but whatever. Makes sense in the wrong pile. And then it asked for highlighters. I think it only asked for 2, but I'm sending 3 just because, you know, whenever you're sending this stuff that's like already out of the package, I always want to make sure and send an extra 1 or 2 just because it may already be partially used, and I don't want them not having enough supplies. I mean, that's not okay. You can't send like crappy stuff. And then they needed red pens, again, left over from last year. Boom. So that was like a good chunk out of his school supply list that I spent $0 on. Some of this stuff I had a neighbor who they were trying to scale back, and they were actually going to go on like this big long 2-year RV trip, sold their house, yada yada. And so that's like where the pencils came from in the folders. So I understand that a lot of people won't have that kind of stuff. But like the window markers, the pens, the highlighters, the colored pencils, the markers, those were all things that I would have had without that little gift from her. So that was awesome. The next tip is to go to the cheapest store first. So for me, I went to Dollar Tree. You can go to Dollar General. You can go wherever. You should note, though, that there are some things that are going to be more expensive at the Dollar Tree than like Walmart right now. Like, for instance, if I had to buy glue sticks, I would have picked these up at Walmart because they have packs of like 3 or 4 for like 88 cents, whereas at the Dollar Tree they have like a pack of 3 or 4 for $1. So, you know, you do have to kind of know those things. But the reason why I say you want to do this in advance is because what you don't want to be doing is like driving all the way over here just to get XYZ, and then driving all the way over here just to get XYZ. What you want to do is have like a few weeks so you can go, okay, well, I'm already going to be in that part of town, so I'm going to get these things from this store because it's going to be less expensive while I'm already over there, or while I'm already at that store. Better yet, I'm going to go ahead and get them. So that's what I have done. So I'll show you all the things that I got from Dollar Tree. I got 4 packs of Crayola crayons, $1 each. Duh. These packages of erasers. On his, it didn't specify how many they have to have. It just said 2 packs of erasers. There's 40 in each of these, so I feel like that's a good deal. I don't know. This is funny. I got headphones there. Now, do I think these are going to be amazing? No. Do I think these are going to blow him away with sound quality? No. Do I think these were $1? Yes. Do I think if they break that I'm not going to be heartbroken? Yes. I will happily go spend $12 on another pair if these don't work out. But what if they're awesome? I mean, that could happen. That does happen. I just bought a $10 pair of Bluetooth headphones at Walmart. This is before I got these. And I can't believe how great they are. And then I just got him some little pencil grippies just for fun. Those were not on the list, but I mean, who doesn't want a pencil grippy thing? And then, oh, hold on. This is from Dollar Tree. These are, okay. And then it called for a pencil sharpener with the little case so they don't get pencil shreds everywhere. It just asked for 1. I got 2. I think a lot of things like this, like if you're buying them at the Dollar Tree, just be aware they may fall apart. So this is kind of my trial and error year to see what's worth it and what's maybe worth spending $1.50 for 1 at Walmart, so that I'm not just buying 70 of them throughout the year. So if you guys know, like, what's the good stuff, definitely let me know. And then I got the bags that they need, $1. Composition notebook, $1. Pencil bag, $1. 1-inch binder, $1. Then they needed, so that's everything from Dollar Tree and from home. Then they needed, there were a few final things that I could not get from those places, and so I went to Walmart because that's obviously going to be cheaper than Target. Hello, hallelujah. Yes, the shopping experience is better at Target. Yes, I do enjoy going to Target more, but if I only need a few things and I can run in by myself, I would prefer to spend $5 less or however much. So I needed a 1/2-inch binder for something involving music. I don't know. They didn't have that at the Dollar Tree. They did have watercolors at the Dollar Tree, but for whatever reason, they wanted a specific brand. And once again, here you go. You can either go, I'm not going to spend the extra 50 cents, blah, blah, blah. But in my opinion, I'm like, these teachers are getting paid next to nothing, and they're teaching my child. So I'm going to get them the stupid brand that they request. So they wanted Crayola or Prang, I think, watercolors. We got Crayola. I didn't even see Prang. I don't even know what that is. Disinfecting wipes. Wipes. The Kleenex I already mentioned, and these have box tops, so that'll be great for their classroom. And then the most expensive item on the list is the backpack. Now, y'all, here's my big secret. Every year, I take this child to Academy, Walmart, blah, 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 wherever, and we always get a new backpack every year because that's fun, and they love it, and he really enjoys it. But this year, I was like, I'm going to step out on a limb, and I'm going to buy him a backpack that I think that he would like, but it's only $10. And so I tried it, and I brought it home, and I was like, if you don't like this backpack, it's okay. We can take it back. We can get another one. You can use the same one as last year. You've got options here. And he looked at it, and he was like, no, this is great. I love it. And so the thing that I realized is that I can look at these things objectively and go, he's going to like this $10 backpack just as much as that $15 backpack. And since he's not here to go, oh no, I like that one a little bit more, I spent the $10 backpack, and he thinks it's great. And we looked all through it. I asked him 40 bajillion questions to make sure that he really liked it. Because, you want to save money, but you don't want your kid to be like the loser who feels like he can't get the cool backpack that he really wants, obviously. So, anyways, that's how to save money on back to school shopping. Shop at home. Shop at the cheapest store second, and then get any final items that you can't get at a Walmart or a Target or wherever. So there you go. I hope that helps. I can tell you guys more tips about how I do this with grocery shopping. Last month was my first month to really implement it with grocery shopping, and we have just adopted a kid, and so we have him almost full-time now. So last month we had him almost full-time. So I had not only an extra kid, but I also was almost $200 under my previous months for years budget. I bought a freezer. So anyways, I love you guys. Let me know if you want to see that. Bye.